August 11th, 1999, a total solar eclipse passes over Europe, while millions looked up at the sky in awe. Deep beneath an Italian observatory, a secret experiment, codenamed Project Lux, was underway. Funded quietly by a European science coalition and the Vatican, the goal was simple but terrifying: to open a visual window into parallel dimensions. No public record of this project exists today. The only trace, a single leaked journal page found in a Parisian flea market. Meet Dr. Elisa Moretti. Dr. Elisa Moretti, a brilliant astrophysicist with a haunted past, was the youngest lead scientist on Project Lux. Her obsession with the multiverse began when her twin brother mysteriously vanished during the 1984 eclipse. She never stopped searching. She believed eclipses thinned the veil between worlds. Her theories were laughed at until she showed results. The project's epicenter was buried beneath the Gran Sasso Mountains. Within a concrete vault sat the Eclipse Chamber, a circular, mirror-lined room equipped with synchronized lasers and exotic lenses. During the exact moment of totality, light from the eclipsed sun would be funneled and refracted to reveal what Elisa called hidden adjacent planes. The event begins as the eclipse peaked, the system activated, the chamber filled with rippling silver light. A low-frequency hum vibrated through the base. The monitors displayed what appeared to be an image of a city, floating upside down in a purple sky. "We did it," whispered Elisa. Then the image flickered. For 3 seconds, the image changed. The city disappeared. In its place was a tall, humanoid figure, black eyes, translucent skin, no mouth, staring directly into the lens. Then the power cut out. The base plunged into darkness. Emergency systems failed. When lights returned, one scientist was missing. Security footage static. The base went into total lockdown. Communication lines jammed. Above ground, tourists celebrating the eclipse noticed strange weather patterns above the Gran Sasso Range. A spiral cloud formed, then dissipated. Underground, Elisa demanded to continue. "This isn't over," she insisted. "We've made contact." Within hours, NATO officials arrived. Project Lux was deemed a potential security risk. All personnel were detained. Elisa was interrogated, but she remained calm. "If they came through once, they can come again," she said. "But we must choose how we respond." 3 videotapes recorded during the experiment were erased remotely, but one backup remained. Mislabeled and stored with food rations, it showed a flickering frame of the figure turning its head, followed by what sounded like a whisper. "We see you too." The project was shut down. Elisa was reassigned, or so they said. Years later, whistleblowers claimed that a continuation of Project Lux, now called the Eclipse Directive, was relocated to Antarctica. Several personnel from Gran Sasso simply vanished. Elisa was never heard from again. April 8, 2024. Another total eclipse. A hiker in the Italian Alps captured a 6-second video of a glowing ring on the mountainside, pulsing like a heartbeat. The clip went viral. It bore an uncanny resemblance to diagrams in Elisa's notes. The media called it a hoax, but those who knew whispered, "It's starting again." A former archivist from the Vatican claimed that ancient scrolls describe celestial alignments, opening gates of light. A drawing matching the eclipse chamber was dated to the year 1491. Scholars dismissed the claim, but the scroll vanished before it could be re-examined. In online forums, anonymous insiders claimed that Project Lux hadn't stopped, it had evolved. A secret lab in Norway was allegedly tracking light echoes in polar regions. Eyewitnesses reported glowing silhouettes near glacial caves during solar events. In 2025, a Reddit user posted photos of a woman matching Eliza S. appearance, walking alone on a train platform in Vienna. She looked unchanged since 1999. The user deleted their account the next day. No trace of the woman was ever found. Official statements deny any connection between the eclipses and electromagnetic anomalies, but leaked UN cables referenced an unstable corridor and mentioned a classified briefing codenamed Solar Veil. In 2026, an experimental test using artificial eclipses aboard the ISS reported brief interdimensional readings. NASA shut the program down. No public statement was made. Engineers involved resigned within a month. Reports from eclipse viewers in Mongolia, Utah, and Morocco described temporary blackouts, visual hallucinations, and missing time. One man vanished entirely. His phone livestream continued, but only showed white static. Some theorists now believe the entity Eliza contacted wasn't physical, but informational, a consciousness embedded in light itself. It spreads through exposure to specific wavelengths during totality. Once seen, it sees back. Countless people began dreaming of mirrored rooms and a woman calling their name. Artists drew identical beings without knowing each other. Some painted the floating city. Others wrote music that mimicked the hum heard in the eclipse chamber. A pirate radio station popped up during an eclipse in 2027. And out of nowhere, a mysterious female voice whispered, "They're still watching. Find the chamber. Don't trust the mirrors." Then, just like that, the signal cut out after 17 seconds. Crazy, right? And guess what? They never tracked down the station. The next total eclipse is just around the corner, April 2044. Mark your calendars. Some folks believe this could be the final doorway, or maybe even the last warning. It is fascinating how what started as a scientific event might end up being seen as a moment of salvation or surrender. Think about it. Every eclipse brings a mix of excitement and mystery, right? People gather, gaze up in awe, and share stories about what they think it all means. So, what do you think this one will bring? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Follow ChronoDark for all the updates, and get ready to dive into the unknown. Because during this next eclipse, who knows what might happen? They just might step back into our world, and we'll be left wondering, what's next?